What did you think of the new Star Wars movie?
There isn't a new Star Wars movie. There's episodes 1 through 6. And we went and watched a black screen for about 2 hours.
That is pretty much what you did. Did you fall asleep during, like, the opening sequence where there was that one commercial for Zootopia? Or whatever, with the sloths?
The
that
sloths were MVP,
that couldn't cut it for you. I found that very much related and in relevance to my interests. No. Actually, there's this one thing that I might have a problem with, like seeming as though the first Death Star was so popular. You know, people really like the Death Star. So let's just make another one and make it bigger. You know, no one will know the difference. You know, they're just here for like all the callbacks, for the everything. I wasn't the least bit interested in a new story. You know, I just really liked everything that was there and bigger. And more sabers, too. That is very important. I needed 3.
Let's just rewrite the same thing and then just spit it out to the same crowd of people.
Maybe
they'll like it.
There was 2 people, like, elderly people swarming us. Okay, they weren't exactly swarming, like they weren't trying to, like, get inside my pores or anything.
Like flies on
But they were there, and there were lots of them. Mass quantities and such. So, okay, I'm doing a lot of the talking. You gotta, like, help me out on this.
Okay.
Did you like how much skill everybody had in that movie?
The skill, dude, they were like professionals.
They really were.
Like, excellently trained. Actually, I feel like they were all like kids. Just...
Is that right?
Oh boy, toy lightsabers?
Did none of them have any training whatsoever, including Kylo Ren?
Kylo was like supposed to have training, but he was kind of like just kind of flailing that thing around during the only actual lightsaber fight.
I know, and he fought against a stormtrooper, gentlemen.
Oh boy.
Luckily, he didn't have to aim at anything, because wherever his lightsaber went, he just had another saber connect with it, instead of maybe trying to kill him instantly, because he's a stormtrooper with no prior training whatsoever.
No, they have to just kind of home in on each other. It's just the way they work. Lightsabers just magnetize to each other.
Yeah, I know. It wouldn't
Lethal
last more than
shots?
5
Nope.
seconds, you know, seeming as though it cuts off anything it touches, like trees. There's a lot of trees killed in the making of this
trees
film.
that we can't sever
If you
limbs.
actually care about the planet or other planets in the galaxy, you should take down the next Star Wars movie.
Yeah, protest Star Wars, save the trees.
Yeah, and we really brushed off the fact that they blew up 5 planets, because that happened, and it was never really brought up again.
And they drained a sun.
Which no one cared about, because that's more planets. There's a solar system to every sun.
They will never see the sunrise
Don't
again.
Google that fact. I'm not 100% on it. Yeah. But you know what else? You know what else?
What?
I don't know what else. You gotta say something else.
I like how they actually had R2 in that, though.
That was pretty neat.
For all of, like, 4 seconds.
That was pretty good. That was a callback.
He was like, oh, but we're just gonna awkwardly just... Oh, I'm sure R2 won't awaken with the rest of this map anytime soon, guys.
He's okay.
At the end of the movie, wakes up with the rest of the map.
Han Solo's dead. We need more main characters.
Oh, yeah.
Bring him back. He's necessary.
Let's
and
add
we'll
more
make
new
people watch
characters
the
to
next
kill off.
one, because it'll have more of him. Luckily, they don't need to recast R2-D2, because he'll always be the same thing.
Bleep boop.
Yeah. Also, if it's that far into the future, why can't they make English-speaking robots like C-3PO?
That would be too complicated, I'm sorry. That's too new of an idea.
Sounds like a lot of technology.
It's not rewriting the old same thing again, so they don't know how to do it.
That's true. You know, bigger is better, is what I always say. Isn't that what I always say, Lee?
You say that all the time.
I do.
Probably like 90% of the time.
Like right now, actually. Let's see. What else was there? Yeah, he got beaten by a stormtrooper and she had no prior experience. I'm sure she'll be great with the training.
Use the Force, Jake.
Yeah, as everybody said. And, you know, that'd be great. I must have to watch 2 more movies to see that training come into play.
Actually, what they say is the Force works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, also, Kylo Ren literally told her use the Force in more words during the fight with her, therefore leading to his imminent demise. Also, that sword was, I told by everyone on the internet, it protects your hands. Your hands are not going to get cut off now. Look at all these people with cut off hands. No, it doesn't cut off your hand. You get stabbed in the arm. And then stop it. He used it once. He just twisted his wrist, and if he would have twisted it more,
it would have just cut like right through the arm.
Why don't you do it?
Well, their guys mute like.
The camera filming was good.
At least it's realistic.
Yeah, it was realistic. There was like lots of good camera angles.
I could have believed that.
It was pretty. I got to see lots of downed ships.
Yeah.
In the desert.
Let's.
I enjoyed that personally.
I like how like half the movie took place on the desert, and that was like supposed to be just the opening like intro thing.
Well, yeah. For all the live sets they did have, though, that was probably a lot of money. Kind of like what JonTron did.
Yeah, I mean, it must have taken a lot to convince those aliens to actually, participate in a movie.
Yeah. I mean, they don't come easy. Usually, if they're not destroying a planet, you have to pay them a lot.
Right?
Yeah, seriously. And also, who else thinks that if Kylo Ren's actual face was in the trailer, half of the audience would already be gone?
They had to make it super ominous, man.
He took it off, and I was just like, oh! Was that right? He has the nose of Han
He
Solo.
looks like Jon Snow.
Jon Snow. He could definitely be a Jon Snow. Also knows nothing about lightsabers, or how to use them, or the Force.
Dude, like, he was like
The Force
struggling
also
to bring the saber to him. And
Yeah. Also, he can't pick up sabers properly. The Force is very picky and choosy in this universe.
It's very selective about timing and who it helps.
Yeah, because there isn't a dark side of the Force which would have been equally happy to help him, or otherwise he's like, we need a new villain for the next movie. Let's have this guy get defeated right away.
Well, I mean, he lived.
Because he was told specifically, we need more training. Yeah, maybe some training at all would be helpful before having him defend an extremely expensive... Do you know how much money it would have taken to make an entire planet full of... The guy wasn't even that upset. The giant dude, the great leader,
Yeah,
Kim
he like, didn't
Jong-un.
give, like, anything, man.
Yeah, he
was
didn't-
Like, oh, okay.
I know.
Someone...
People really liked... Who's the guy in Marvel? Thanos? People really like Thanos sitting in that chair. You know what this Star Wars needed? That needed a Thanos.
That was the Thanos.
So we can now wait for 3 more movies
ominous, like,
before
leader.
seeing Thanos
The leader
do
figure
anything.
with no backstory. That we just
Also,
kinda...
is he actually a giant, or is that just supposed to make him seem
It was a
more
mural.
powerful?
It was a live-action mural.
That's impressive.
He's not actually a giant.
No,
He's not actually a giant?
Do you have any proof to verify this? Because I was completely fooled. If that's
Well,
the
I
case.
really wanted a giant in a lightsaber fight.
They had me.
Like, and he doesn't even need a giant saber either. He could just have a normal size saber and be a giant and just poke at him. And, if they get the right composer for the music, it could still be exciting. Kind of like the last 5 minutes of the movie where new Obi-Wan and Ray of sunshine, my only sunshine, you make me happy when skies are gray.
We're gonna call her Ray.
They stared at each other for 5 minutes, and that was the end climax that I waited for.
Yeah, Luke's like supposed to be married to Mara Jade also. Like,
Yeah. Also, he has basically made the full transition from trainer to Obi-Wan Kenobi. That is exactly what he is. He's dressed the same. He is the same. He has a
shouldn't
beard.
actually be that old. He should be only like in his 40s-ish.
Okay, yeah, tell the actor to stop being old. I won't
Use the
even
same
bash.
actor?
I don't know.
I don't think that was Mark Hamill.
I don't know. I have a lot of
Was that
unanswered
Mark Hamill?
questions.
That was probably Mark Hamill.
Also, Rey is a Disney princess now.
Yep. Our, yeah,
Say what you want, that is
Disney
true.
princess.
So is Princess Leia, and so is Kylo Ren. Because he was a sissy face and everyone knows it.
And he had woman hair.
He did have woman hair because I'm worth it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it is. Man. Anyways, what else do you have to say about this?
I'm just really glad Asylum took the time to make a 7th movie.
I think so too. I think that's what really needed. We also need another addition to the Hobbits trilogy because I firmly believe that was cut way too short. And
Too short for you,
It was a little too short. I don't think they went fully in depth into the characters that weren't supposed to be in it. And I think I needed a little bit more shots of New Zealand so I could finally put together my own map.
Not enough Kiwi birds, 2 out of 10.
I could take all the different scenes and just make New Zealand for myself and like put all the pictures together in my backyard.
It's a live tour of New Zealand.
That's what I'm thinking.
Built
Anyways,
piece by piece.
I don't know how long this video is now. Daniel's arm has to be extremely tired. I am very sorry, Daniel. This was not meant to be this way.
It's okay.
Okay, well, that is it for today. I thought this was a good idea at the time, maybe it wasn't, but this has spoilers. I'll tell you that.
Sorry about the spoilers.
I'll tell you that at the end, so that way you don't
Yep.
run into any unnecessary information. If
Yeah,
this isn't-
we'd hate for you to watch this before you saw the movie.
if this
then go
isn't
see
your
the
third.
movie.
One more thing. There was this woman sitting in front of us. We were saving our seats
Oh
for
my
two other
God.
people. And she ended up coming in and saying, you know, can we have those seats? I'm like, sorry, we're saving it. I said it nice. And that's a hard thing for me to do. And she's like whispers to her friend next to her. I'm right behind her, like half a foot away, so I hear everything. She's like, you know, people shouldn't be able to save seats for people. I bought these tickets 7 hours ago. I'm like, on Fandango? Have you been here for 7 hours? And then, about 5 minutes later, her friend leaves to go get a soda, go to the bathroom or something, and she puts her jacket there to save her seat. His
audacity.
seat. Yeah, I wanted to tap her on the shoulder and say, I'm sorry, that's illegal, ma'am. I'm going to have to ask you to remove your jacket, and then go up and sit right next to her the entire rest of the movie.
The theater was packed.
It was pretty packed. Anyways, that's the end of this rant thing, whatever it is. I will see you guys next time. Thank you, Daniel.
100.